Hello, kia ora, and welcome to today's guided practice. Inside our session today, we're going to be doing a little bit of breath work and a bit of tapping to support you to get unstuck. And getting stuck is such a common thing. It is a sign from the nervous system that we have shifted into a freeze state. And supporting the nervous system to let go of stress and tension with somatic therapy can help you put some energy in motion and get some clarity on the one thing that is the most important thing you get to do today to help you bring you closer to your goals. So we're going to start with a bit of breath work, just settling into the body, into the space. So I'm going to invite you to close down your eyes and just begin to notice the sensations that you have in the bottoms of your feet. Just tuning in and scanning through. Maybe bringing that awareness to come up through your legs and just checking in and noticing any sensations in the legs. You can bring your awareness to come up through your hips. Just sensing and noticing your hips, your sitting bones on the chair or floor beneath you. Bringing that awareness up through your stomach, through your back, across your chest, down through your arms, all the way to your fingertips. What do you notice in these parts of your body? You can bring your awareness up through the neck, through the head, and just letting yourself notice fully what's happening in your body right now. Not making up a story about what it means. There's nothing to fix, nothing to change, nothing to make sense of. We're just noticing. And as you reach the tip of your crown, just scanning back down through your body once more to notice any sensations. Maybe even noticing the texture of your clothing on your skin, your hair on your head or the back of your neck. And just taking a moment to bring your awareness to your energy, how your energy is feeling. And maybe where your energy is right now. Is your energy here with you, or does it feel a little more scattered out into different places or people or projects or to-dos? And if it feels right for you, you can call that energy back into your body. You can visualize it as cords or threads connecting you from your body out. And to just begin to notice those cords or ties, just untangling from those different people, places, or projects, and calling that energy back into your body. And as you visualize and notice that energy arriving, just noticing that you get to give yourself the permission through this practice to make your energy available for you. It's going to go back out when it needs to, but it's okay to have all your energy here now for you in this practice. I'm going to invite you to come to notice your breath now, just sensing the breath moving in and out of the body. And to choose if it feels right for you to breathe either in through the nose or in through the mouth today. And if you're not sure, I would encourage you to just go with our restorative practice, breathing in through the nose. So we're going to start breathing fully and deeply together, and we're going to do 3 rounds of 15 breaths. We'll start breathing in 3, 2, 1. That's it. In for a count of 2, out for a count of 2. We're drawing the breath down into the diaphragm on the inhale and softening and letting go on the exhale. That's it. We're going to go for another 5 breaths here. 4, 3, last 2. Final deep breath in and all the way out into a hold. We're going to hold here for 15 seconds. I'm going to count us down when we're in the final 3, just staying with it. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. And as you go into these next 10 breaths, I'm going to invite you to charge up that inhale by another 5%. It's called breath work for a reason. We're going to put in the work today. And just noticing as you breathe that you might begin to sense and feel a little bit more in your body. Maybe a little lightheaded or tingles, vibrations. There might even be some emotions that bubble up. Nothing has gone wrong. Your body-mind system's just reconnecting. So staying with it, we're going to go for another 5 breaths here. 4. Last 3. Final 2. Last deep breath in. And all the way out with a sigh or a sound. Holding here for another 15. I'll count us down when we're in the final 3. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. This is our final round of 15 breaths here. So I want to invite you to show up for yourself, charging up on that inhale by another 5% if you can. And just really leaning into the resistance. You might notice the mind starting to wander. You might notice yourself feel hungry or tired. Nothing has gone wrong. This is part of the process. So I want to see if you can find your edge and breathe into it, putting a little more energy in the body using your breath. We're going to go for our final 5 here. 4. Last 3. Final 2. Last deep breath in and all the way out with a sigh or a sound. You're just going to hold here and ask yourself the question, what does my inner guidance want me to know about feeling stuck today? What does my intuition want me to know about the most important task for my day? The one thing that will really help shift the needle on my goals. What is that? Whenever it feels good for you, you can let your breath return to its own natural pace and rhythm. You're going to keep your eyes closed and just notice how the body is feeling. Maybe scanning back through from the tips of your toes up to the top of your crown. Slowly, softly, and gently noticing how the different parts of your body feel. Just noticing what's happening in your mind. Maybe it's a little quieter, a little more stillness in there. And checking in with your heart, just noticing your energy, your spirit, your wider, how that's feeling right now. And just taking a moment to be in your body. And acknowledge the difference between stewing in the mind, rumination, intellectualizing, thinking, and being in your body. Just noticing what's different there. And I'm going to invite you to slowly blink your eyes open when you feel ready. And if you need to, just jotting down what your inner guidance and intuition revealed for you. It can be so easy when we get stuck in our stress response to overthink and believe that if we think more about something, it will create the result we're looking for. But overthinking is underfeeling. And sometimes we actually need to recognize that the mind is working really, really hard trying to resolve something that is a nervous system issue. and we need to get into the body and activate that parasympathetic state, which we did using the restorative breath, to reduce that stress and find a sense of connection with our inner guidance and intuition, which always knows. So we are going to go through a short tapping sequence now, just to support you to really land this at another level. Oh, thanks, Vonnie. Yes, just acknowledging your comment. Thanks, Gemma. I think I have actually been in my stress response lately without realizing it. So I'm grateful to have more awareness. Yeah, so beautiful. With more awareness, we have a different choice. So we'll start with our tapping sequence on the back of the hand as always. And we can tap on our current reality. And we can also tap on the future we want to create. So we're going to do a little bit of both today. So we can say, even though I've been feeling stuck and it's been really frustrating and I've been noticing how chaotic it feels, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. There's something so powerful about just naming it. So I'm going to invite you to use your voice as we move through the sequence today. You can repeat after me, or you can give voice to whatever has been happening in your mind. So we'll go on top of the head now, tapping both sides of the head. You're going to say, even though I'm realizing I've been stuck in my stress response, I'm really grateful that I made some space today to get into my body and see that there was a different way to find a solution. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Inside eyebrow. And even though this is a pattern I find myself in often and can shame myself for it, believing I should know better or do better or just know how to get over it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I think I needed that one. Outside eyebrow. And even though I'm seeing really clearly now what it is that I get to do to shift the needle on what's actually important and what I get to do to get unstuck, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Upper lip. Even though I'm noticing how much time and energy I've wasted being stuck, I'm seeing in this moment I can take action with clarity and connection to myself and acknowledge that I'm on a healing journey and see that the gap is closing between getting stuck and getting unstuck. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. On the jaw. And I'm noticing how much fun I get to have when I know what I get to do next, and that I can bring some playfulness into this action for myself. I can put on my favorite music, make myself a cup of cacao or coffee, maybe take myself out after I do this task to have some fun, roller skating or doing my favorite hobby. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. On the clavicle now. And I'm noticing, even though I'm noticing as I go into the week ahead of me, that there's going to be other moments where I might get stuck. I am realizing in this moment that I can come back to this practice to get unstuck. And I'm going to remember to do that because my time and energy is precious and I want it going in the direction of my values and what's important to me. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Under the armpit. And even though change can feel hard and uncomfortable, and sometimes I loop in thinking or intellectualizing or rumination, because if I'm honest, that feels easier then taking the action I need. I'm recognizing in this moment just how supported I am in change, and that I always have everything I need to do the uncomfortable thing and to show up for myself. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself on the wrists. And even though I'm noticing the opportunities I have this week to choose what is right for me, I recognize there'll be moments where I get stuck, and that's okay. I'm human, nothing has gone wrong. I'll know how to use my breath and tapping to work through it so that I can take action. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. You can open your palms, place them on top of your thighs, close down your eyes, and just take 3 deep breaths. And again, just noticing, how does your body feel? Maybe a little more energized? How does the mind feel? Maybe there's more clarity. How does your heart feel, your spirit feel? Maybe you feel really seen and understood. And you can slowly blink your eyes open, just coming back to the space together and writing down anything that feels important for you to remind yourself of what you need over the next week and day to get unstuck when you find yourself in freeze, because it's so natural and normal to move through those stress responses. And what I love most about this work is that the more we practice it, the quicker we get at recognizing we're in the stress response and doing something to shift that so that we can come back to our sense of agency, our ability to choose and take action and support ourselves in the ways that we need. Our nervous system has its own language and is always speaking to us. So it's really beautiful to be with you today and show up to connect with the body and for you to notice what your nervous system is doing and to give yourself some love and support to, connect you with what's really important. So thank you so much for tuning into this practice. I will see you in the next one.